Assalamu alaikum.
Merhaba.
Khushamedid.
Hoş geldiniz.
Welcome to our YouTube channel, Miyaan
Biwi
Aur TV.
TV.
Hello guys, welcome to yet another episode of our drama review. Today we have an interesting lineup where some very interesting things
Yeah.
happen.
And some of them are like boring and like...
I don't think
Again.
actually any drama was boring. It was
No, not
interesting,
boring, sorry.
this
I-
lineup.
No, like I was gonna say not boring, but maybe like non-logical.
Yes, there was some nonsensical
But
things.
still it was boring.
I don't think
to
so.
watch really.
So, tell us if you agree with me or if you agree with the Mia Sahab. I say not boring, very much happening, but do we like the things that happened? So, the dramas that we will be talking about today are Dayan.
Then Parwarish, then Humraaz, then Raaja Rani.
Good job. Nice pronunciation also.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here we begin. Let's just drive straight into
Dayan. Let's
Dayan.
start.
Okay. Dayan.
Yes.
Finally, the moment came that we were all waiting for. The moment that
baby.
will turn. No. The
No.
moment that will turn
you
Nihal
are
into
talking about...
Dayan.
Okay, first the baby is born.
Yes, but I'm talking about the
yes.
moment. Show the appropriate reaction.
Oh!
Thank you very much. I don't think it was still that as much as we wanted, but okay, we will take it. So, guys, finally, Nihal has the okay. Wait. Let me redo this.
Nihal has...
Finally, the moment has come where Nihal will become the title of the show, which is Dayan.
Which was it?
Yeah, I guess it means witch, right? Can you guys tell us what it exactly
Is
means?
it ghost or is it witch or is it jinn or
It
Astaghfirullah?
also has those meanings, I think, Dayan. Like, yeah, Dayan is like a demon kind of.
Demon.
Right? Please help with this. Okay, so, yes, the baby arrives in the world.
Yeah.
The baby is born. A boy
Then
named
Zavarsha
Humraaz.
takes the boy and...
Then Zavarsha takes the boy from Nihal. Nihal wakes up after the surgery. She said, but Zavarsha promised me. Her
Yes,
mother
and he
is
betrayed.
like, yes, he betrayed. Basically, why? Also because Shabab makes him swear on the child. She makes him swear on the child. So we see all these things happening. Zavarsha breaks the promise. So actually, I will say in these two episodes
bad.
from this week, I knew where the story was going. The things that happened to Nihal, I knew them more than the other things that shocked me. Like, that was not as shocking to me as
Yeah, it
other
wasn't
things.
shocking.
What was really... Are you being sarcastic?
No, also maybe because we watched in 1.5x, so it wasn't shocking.
How is that? That's still
No,
shocking.
you know that scene like...
You actually are saying the opposite because you were like, huh? What? I cannot, like, you weren't able to digest it.
No, not that in that I didn't mean that. Shocking means like the effect didn't come to me.
Yeah,
like,
because you were like, wow.
no, I was still of course shocked, but we knew this was gonna happen. But my thing is that that scene wasn't nice.
Okay, we will come
So
to
because of that, I cannot say it was very nice scene or I was shocked because of that scene. The emotion I couldn't feel much.
Okay, we will come
I was
to that
confused,
scene.
huh?
Okay, we will come.
I was.
I will just say here that the thing that number one thing that betrayed me in this drama, and there is another thing that is even further top of the list, but the one thing was literally Shah's reaction. I think I can't just say Zawar. Everyone calls him Zavarsha. His going back on his promise, because until now he was the only supportive character for Nihal. He was the only one who felt sympathetic towards her. Only one who said that I have started feeling things about you.
Noori also.
True, Noori is there, but I mean, like, in the people that matter with power, he was the one, like, taking her side, giving her love.
Then how can he betray her? Like,
yeah, and then he completely turned cold towards
because of
her.
Shabab, but because of
Shabab or whatever kebab, but like it was just like what? So that for me was, I did not see that. I thought still Zavarsha will try to stand up for Nihal and then things will happen. But he was the first one to betray her.
True.
So that was the first shock for me. Then, okay, the Nahal scene happens. She gives birth. Then they take the baby away from her. They are having this full-on big party. By the way, any thoughts about the party that they throw for the baby?
the
The
party
whole
was-
Sindhi style or Thar
I asked you actually. There was a guy with like the yellow suit,
It's
something
Sindhi
like that.
culture, yeah.
They were like dancing. I mean, I didn't find it exaggerated. The whole celebration.
You didn't find it. No, you found it.
No, I didn't.
Huh.
Because the baby is born.
Yeah,
so,
and it's such a big deal.
After so many years. So I
Yeah.
was thinking this can happen.
I will definitely
things.
say the director Sirajul Haq, I loved the whole party thing because I felt like you don't really see these things in our dramas. Usually they just showed only the parties you see are the shadis or some like big like rich people having birthday
Honestly, I
parties.
also liked.
And then they are just like the same kind of decor, the flowers, the balloons, just
True,
this.
true. This was more unique.
more cultural. This
And
was
unique for
so
me.
that thing about Dayan, this scene of the party for the boy that they do for the baby boy Hunain, it was very nice. I like truly enjoyed it. The music and the dance, the choreographers,
What
the
I
professionals.
Found weird is actually the baby's name, because the
Hunain.
baby's name is Hunain
After the
and
brother.
the dead brother's name is also Hunain. So the Hunain brother, the dead brother, actually liked Nihal. Then Nihal kind of like with the other brother, she
Had this baby.
had this baby, and now they put Hunain name for this baby. So I feel like it's what complicated this is.
But they have removed Nihal like a what is it called, makhi, like a fly from their chai. You know, if a
Or
fly
like a
falls,
tissue
you're
paper.
like, yes, they have disposed her off. So that link they're not even linking it up.
But
They're-
isn't it weird? Do you think?
I don't think, because if Zavarsha was having this baby with Nihal, like as if like in the sense that Nihal would be there, okay, maybe. But since they've like removed Nihal, I don't think it's weird. It was natural that they would name this son after.
I found weird.
Okay, so you registered that with the director or the story writers, which are Fatma Faizan and Amber Azhar. Anyway, so as I was saying, the party scene very nice. Then we see Nihal is now full anger because this child was the only thing in her life that
and
was.
they took it.
She said that she
baby.
had told Zavarsha that I just want to be involved in his life. I
Yeah.
don't want to be, you can do whatever, like however you, I just want to be
there.
yes, like a nanny or
Yeah.
like just be there. So now she is so much broken. Like for the first time, I really felt for Nihal, honestly, because most of the times in the previous scenes until now, I was like, but this time I felt for her more, like her helplessness. So this time I liked that. So I was on her side. Then she goes to like does party crash. I will say, okay, so she party crashes and her mother calls Zavarsha and tells him that okay, Nihal is coming, sign, blah blah blah. I couldn't stop her, she was coming. So he's on his guard. He says, Amir, go take her, but she just enters. Like
Amir or the other?
Amir.
Not Amir, the other.
Yeah, these evil four, I just cannot
the other guy.
keep track of. The Fazia, Zokia, pata nahi kya. Anyway, I don't know. So she arrives. As I was saying, so one thing I'm like, these guards are very selective.
Yeah.
They let Nihal enter. I'm sure Zavarsha must have given these instructions to them because he doesn't want Nihal to be anywhere near. So okay, the guards, then the mother comes and they don't let the mother come in. Like, what is this? What is this selective?
The thing can be like this, maybe like they couldn't first she was coming, Nihal, so they were gonna maybe inform the guards. But Nihal was already there, so maybe they informed the guards, do not take any person after this kind of. I don't know, like something might be happening.
I don't know. I mean, but he was just in the process of informing, by the way, when Nihal came. So I don't
and he
think
said Nihal is there.
Yeah, so he didn't have time. He's like, oh, what can I do? She's already here.
Yeah.
So then they pushed Nihal to that part of the house where she was before they were locked. They had locked her in, that part of the house. And what we see, Noori is very like feeling sad for Nihal. Then we see that first Zavarsha goes there and Zavarsha is like, dug, 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 dug. He's so cold towards her, like, you cannot be in his life, I can't do. She's like, but you promised me. Then I really felt for Nihal and he says all these things. Very cold acting by I mean, very cold behavior by
Now
Zawar Shah.
Zawar Shah's like also the name is gone for me. Like for example,
Yeah.
there was like saying Zawar Shah's this is Zawar Shah's promise.
Yeah.
I know now Zawar Shah's promises.
Yeah. Because he said that I swore on Hunain and all.
Yeah.
So he goes. Then he tells his brother-in-law to take care of Nihal. But in the meanwhile, the other evil four party arrives. The two sisters and two brothers-in-law, and then from the back that Noori also comes, and then also
Noori is on the ground then. After that.
and also Shabab has also come in the background, right?
Yeah.
So now Shabab is in the background, not seen, and then the whole thing starts.
But first Noori was on the ground.
But
She was hurt before also.
no, but yes, true. She
yeah.
was on the ground. She had also come. Then what the Fawzia does, she takes a glass bottle,
First
breaks
of all-
it, and goes at
Yeah. First of all, I will say this scene was the most worst maybe scene like in my life, kind of like in the shows. I feel like this very non-realistic, very like scene, very bad scene was. I honestly I don't want to criticize this much, but I'm sorry, I need to be honest. This scene was so bad. I cannot tell right now. Even first of all, she just came and with the bottle. Who does this? And second thing is also that bottle was very unrealistic, because when you do this to one person, the person can go back or other things. Then maybe she can prevent other things. Like there were so much things were lacking of that scene. I didn't understand. Also, that cut wasn't very much kind of like glass cut, or I didn't like that scene. Didn't come to me honestly.
No,
wait.
Okay.
Wait.
I thought you were done.
No, I'm not done. I will talk 20 minutes about this scene.
Okay, wake me up when you're done.
First, I said actually already, but this scene I really didn't like. I really didn't like. Because who does firstly with the glass breaks? I thought maybe she was gonna just maybe stab her other like because of that in the intro. I was always thinking why did they have scars, like
now
she has scars. Now I know, but it was so badly. Like first of all, the other thing is also right now she was in the hospital. Those scars were healing also. Yeah. So in the intro, where are those scars? Like, those scars cannot stay all the time. Like, it will heal.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think, I think these kind of scars that are done with the glass, if you saw, she was in bandage in the hospital. So, I think and she is with the doctor, they did show there was some scarring on her face.
No,
so,
there was scar. But not like the intro, like, the scar in the intro.
Of course, the blood, they clean the blood. Of course, it won't be like the intro. But I think they will do some reconstructive, like cosmetic surgery to remove that scar. Because she's going to come, as Dayan. Anyways.
In real life, can they do that?
Yes,
I mean, no, you need to change a little bit, maybe.
No, they can do this kind of surgery. I think it can be done.
It will not be natural. It will be understood, maybe.
Yes,
but whatever. Okay, just I will say, like, this scene I really didn't like because it didn't make any sense to me. Honestly, I don't know why are we watching even Dayan. I don't know. Honestly.
Now here I have a little disagreement with you on this.
Okay.
For me, I knew this was coming. So for me, actually, there were two big shocks. I shared one shock, which was the Varsha's treatment of Nihal. This was expected. I knew this was coming. So I already know the quality of this show. We know this is over dramatic, like slow paced, or over long. The acting is over the top, that kind of. So I knew this scene or whatever, I was okay with it. Like she doing this, then Amir, he's like, oh, she witnessed me, because he puts his leg and Noori trips and dies.
I feel like, am I watching a Bollywood like movie or so? Like,
you're not supposed to say. I'm joking. We can say, obviously we can say. So
no,
that was like more like an Indian soapy kind of thing.
It didn't make sense. Who trips on like a bottle, then she directly died there. For example, Nihal didn't die because of that step, but Noori died just because of there was like blood. So Noori can also come with like a dying.
Maybe she died because it didn't hit her like the organ it hit, there wasn't much bleeding. Okay, whatever.
So
Why are we
much
going to
coincidence, like
Yes, of course, it's a drama. You are finding too much. Why have you suddenly started to find logic in Dayan of all the dramas?
like I know. Okay, first of all, I didn't like this show much. Never ever like I didn't like, because whenever like we watch something like interesting was happening, weird, I would say like a jeep. Something was happening, because first of all, who wants like their husband to have something with their another girl, like something like. So I was thinking this is not making even sense. Then their plan was, oh okay, but we can control her. Then they saw actually they cannot control her, because also he is kind of getting affectionate, maybe I can say that, with her. So then this baby, now they stole the baby. And like the story, I don't like the story at all. Like I don't know, like I don't like.
Okay, again, like I said, you this time I was saying and you interrupted me. So
No, I didn't.
like I was saying that we are always having this back and forth.
No, we are not having.
yeah, it's so annoying. So as I was saying, so that whole scene for me where then Noori dies and then the brother-in-law, what is his name? It's so annoying to me. What is his name?
The second Amir. I don't know.
Whatever, the pervert one.
Not pervert, but Amir was pervert.
No, he was pervert.
He was also pervert.
Amir. Stop it. He's because he is the cause of Noori tripping and dying. So he's like, she's the witness, let's just kill her. So they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he takes the same bottle, the broken bottle, and goes and stabs her, while his other sister-in-law, brother-in-law are holding Nehal, and they are all shocked, like, you are holding her anyway. So this, and then Shabab in the background is watching. She's like, and I'm like, okay, will you call Zavarsha and stuff? No. Then they take her. They are like, okay, we have to get rid of these bodies. No one should find out. All of us will be implicated. Blah blah blah. They throw her out. They take her to a graveyard. They give money to one guy. That guy with the graveyard guy.
They also they
bury the bodies. And by the way, they went in the car and Shabab was following them on foot. Okay, whatever. Another thing. So now the
then
thing
they killed the guys.
The thing that the
Have you ever had a dream that you
The thing that shocked me the most, which I was very impressed by, which I liked and loved because I like these kind of crazies, is Shabab's reaction. Finally, she shows her true colors. Till this point, Shabab was showing us, we had some sympathy for Shabab Kebab because she couldn't have a child, because she really loved Zawiya. Because there was some empathy for her. She was so desperate, but she was never too bad to Nehal.
I didn't feel much empathy for her.
Okay. So finally, she has this like...
evil.
Yes, she got such... I was like, wow. I was like, Hiramani, wow. The actress's name. I was like, wow.
Just because of that scene, you are
yes, because her expressions were really like a witch. Like she's the real Dayan, like she was, and that was so good performance by her. So I loved that. Anyway, so like we talked about it in length, that Nehal.
They're also killing the guys, hey.
Yes, okay. You can also say.
No, you say.
So then Nehal is buried. So the one man goes, the man they gave money to, and then they're like, let's take him or let's kill him.
Let's give the reward.
Yes, reward, and then
reward is
killing. So this now the other brother-in-law kills. Like the Amir had killed Nehal, this other brother-in-law, and then they are also like in the car. I'm like, are these mad people? So they have shown these four to be so evil that we would enjoy Nehal taking revenge from them, right? Because they try to kill baby twice. Yeah. Yes, we also saw the in the beginning of the first episode, the other sister tries to push Nehal off the stairs. Like that was her one desperate try. Anyways, so these people are so evil, but I think even though they did everything, they killed Nehal, they attempted to kill Nehal.
That scene was also bad, by the way. She was like doing this, then the mother came and like
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she was like, oh, I was just like, she was like, Nihal, be careful. Like, she changed her tone. Anyways, so then, okay, Nihal, it's like, like that scene, like she's like, and the
Which
the
scene?
old uncle, when Nihal wakes up, he's trying to bury
Yeah.
Nihal. He's throwing mud at her,
Yeah.
like the mitti at her, and she's like, and he's
The
like,
Walking Dead.
he just like staggers back, and then we see the doctor in the beginning of the drama, played by some Pirzada. I'm forgetting his first name. Actually, I should know. Wait. Usman Pirzada. I was right. Usman Pirzada, the actor, the doctor, he played the doctor in the first beginning episodes where Shabab and Zaviar Shah went to him and they said that you can't have child. He comes into the show again. We knew he must have more role because they have cast such a big actor. So he comes and he's visiting his daughter's grave, and then he finds Nihal there, basically the graveyard guy, what are they called, caretaker. He takes him and he said like, please can you take this, and then he takes her. So I think he will now raise her up, because they showed that he already doesn't have a daughter. So I feel like he will give Nihal he will kind of adopt her, I feel like. Yes, because he doesn't have a daughter.
Yeah, it can be.
Anyway, so guys, the big twist in Dayan finally happened. I think we talked in length about it, so we don't need to spend much time. We already spent a lot of time. So please share, what are your thoughts on this? Were you like at them? You were like, worst thing I've seen in my life, or were you like me? This was expected, but actually there were some good shocks and good twists and turns and good
I'm not saying it's not expected, actually. I am saying
I know
they didn't shoot nicely. The scene wasn't nice.
Yes, okay, your thing is it wasn't nice, but for me it was like, okay, maybe, okay. I will admit here, I had seen the OST. In the OST they showed this scene a bit, so I guess from that
You took spoiler already.
Yeah, for me I was like, okay, I knew it was, I didn't know how it would happen, but I knew.
Guys, you heard, so she's not right in this thing because you saw the spoiler already.
Okay, it's not my fault. They shouldn't put these things in the OST. It's a big thing. Anyways, I am actually, for me, Dayan was 2 thumbs up this week.
Dayan is like 2 thumbs down for me.
He's just exaggerating. Now, I actually enjoyed it, and I can't wait for her to come back, take revenge, not just from the evil 4, of course, they should be like thrown into a ditch, from Shabab, the evil witch, and also from Zavarsha, the biggest betrayer fellow. I can't use other words. Let's move on to, do you have any thoughts?
No.
Let's move on to
Parwarish.
So Parwarish.
Moving
from Dayan, where our energies were, I don't know, going like this, that.
Yeah.
Parwarish, clapping for the writer and the director.
Yes.
Really.
But first, I felt like with Parwarish also, like, then now, ding, again.
Yes, why did you feel that? Please explain.
Because of Samar was the
Wali. Yes, Samar
Jafri, right? Yeah. Wali's, the admission to the medical school. I was thinking like he didn't even, because in the show they didn't show his effort and everything. How can he admit to the school? So I was thinking it's impossible. It's very unrealistic, and this cannot happen in real life. I was thinking. Then we learned the truth. I will not say right now.
You can say.
I mean, the truth is. Spoiler alert. Okay. The father actually helped him to
secure a position from his contacts in the
Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was something, dal mein kuch kala tha, which means there was some
Dal mein kuch kala tha?
Yes. Nice. There was something fishy going on, and it was that the father had interfered with Wali's admission.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that, okay, going back, I was clapping, you didn't clap with me, for the director and the writer, Kiran Siddiqui, and the director, Misam Naqvi. I love the direction of this show.
You didn't clap with me.
I love the direction of this show. I love the writing of this show. Again, I think I'm like a repeat record, just saying the same thing. So natural, so everyday language. There is no pretense. It seems like you have fit CCTV cameras into their houses and you are following these characters' lives. It doesn't seem like you're watching a drama. That is a credit to the makers of the show, and of course to the actors like Samar Jafri, Anna Asif, Reham, Rafiq, Abul Hassan. and of course the senior actors, but I'm saying the kids more because they are the focus of the story. So we see that a lot of things to happen in this episode. First of all, Wali and Maya are growing closer. I don't think Maya realizes yet that she might be developing feelings. Then on the other hand, we also see Amal also looking at Wali being closer with Maya. I think right now Wali is the one who is more interested in Maya, whereas Amal is more interested in Wali. Maya is in a position where she likes, of course, Wali's company and everything.
We actually did this love triangle in our like
twice we mentioned this.
This love triangle.
This love triangle is happening. So poor Maya, she gets the news. She passes the exam. It's the very hard exam. She gets into the medical school, and she learns that Waleed wants to have nikah with her. But then she talks to Waleed that what is this? I don't want to have nikah.
Oh, my parents like forced me to. So I also.
He says, do we believe? No, we believe he is lying. He just wants to trap Maya. This is his ego play right now, and he is lying about everything because we saw him as a red flag. We already told you in our previous review all the things I listed down. By the way, I released a short also about it, so please go and watch on our YouTube channel, Biwi Aur TV.
About the green flag, red flag, right?
and red flags, Pakistani drama edition. So there we mentioned this. He is like love bombing her so much. Like
I don't know if it is like exactly love bombing.
Because he arrives with flowers, he sends her gifts.
But I feel like
to her face, he is like, oh yes, I understand you.
He's not genuine.
Yes, that's why I'm saying it's love bombing.
Is it love bombing if it is not genuine?
It is love bombing. Love bombing is mostly used in a negative way. It is used that you make you give so much love to the other person.
But it's not love actually.
That is the thing. You love bomb them, so they are so overwhelmed they can't say anything. And the people who are watching them are even more like, what are you finding wrong in this guy? Like Maya's parents both are thinking. By the way, Miyaan aired them. I'm saying Maya's this mother, for you. Oof. Yes, Maya's mother is so like such a. I have no empathy for the mom. I don't know whatever hardships she's had with her husband, and she's having a troubled life with this man because he seems a very dominant, ziddi kind of a person. But you are now saying she first made Maya, forced Maya that, okay, this is a 5-year plan, you can get out of this deal. Just stick to it because this is how you can finish your studies. Then she is saying, oh, Waleed seems like a good guy. Why don't you go through with this?
Maya's parents are worse than Waleed. Almost.
Definitely.
Right?
No. Like, Waleed's dad, yes, questionable because the way but his mother is very... Waleed, sorry.
Maya's dad, you are saying, yes.
No, I'm saying Waleed's dad is questionable because of the things that he does. His relationship with Waleed is still a little toxic.
Who are we talking about?
You are talking about Waleed.
Waleed.
Okay, I was talking about Waleed. See, this is what happens when you put names so like...
Because we were talking about Maya and Waleed, sorry. I was thinking like Maya's parents are worse than Waleed.
Yes, like, right? yes. Okay. Almost. Okay. I thought you were talking about Waleed's
No, not for.
So yes, so we see all of this dynamic where Maya is in a very hard place. By the way, after talking to Waleed, there hasn't been any contact from the family, so they are thinking, oh, maybe Waleed understood Maya's perspective. Maybe I don't think this is going to happen. We will see in the next episodes. Other than that, again, like we said, that Maya and Wali, not Waleed, OMG. They get into the medical school and there's like a very cute scene where he faints at the sight of blood. And they are all laughing at him trying to... It was so good. He's like, no, it was very hot in there. They are like, you literally fainted. And the guy is doing... there's a boy also, he's giving him some air and stuff. So that whole scene was very cute. And then he's still in distress, like kind of because of the whole ordeal. And then he tries to drop Maya at her house, and he also learns that Maya's family is a little more conservative because she tells him to drop her a little far from her house. So he's learning about Maya, and then in the last episode, I know I'm going a little all over the place, but we will touch upon these things. Maya's mother
with Wali and
Maya getting on in the car in the morning with Wali because Amal didn't have a class, so she didn't come. So things are going to, let's see what her mother's reaction will be like. Other than that, what are your thoughts about the fact of this love triangle? Like, what thoughts do you have about the love triangle?
The thing is, I feel like poor Amal. Amal is
Okay.
gonna feel like sad about this, like, because I mean, I don't know. For example, Maya is actually wants to study. Maya like wants to study more.
Yeah.
So she was actually not thinking in a relationship, as I understood. So she was more like a study, like she wants
Yeah.
to pursue her career and stuff, career.
So does Amal also.
Yo, Amal also, yeah. But my only thing is Maya and Wali, I feel like in the intro even we see when the Parwarish starts, ooh, the intro, very bad sound I did. No, there was the Maya and Wali. There are like I feel like they are gonna fall in love already.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wali is-
you told me Maya was wearing the bracelets
Yes.
that Wali
The Wali gave her, yes.
So I feel like they are gonna fall
She's
in
listening
love
to his
more.
songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but the Amal, poor Amal, what is she gonna do? I don't know.
Yes, I think Wali is coming from America, right? So there is a cultural difference here. In America, you have more easy, cool, like very more intimate friendships between
He
guys
just
and
asked,
girls.
"Are you single?"
Yes,
to Maya.
I like those things because it's more true to where he's
Yeah.
coming from, right?
True.
They are more direct. Americans are more direct, the Westerns, especially Americans. So I was saying,
Shout out to Americans.
I was saying that Wali is coming from America. Okay, why we are doing no, take it back.
No, again, give it back.
Why are you doing that? Anyways, so as I was
I'm
saying,
joking.
can I say what I'm
Okay,
trying to say? That Wali is what I was saying. Wali is coming from a culture where it's very normalized to have friends, girls as friends and
Yes.
boys as friends. So there can be a friendship.
I'm
Whereas
joking.
Maya and even Amal are from the society, and especially they're both the family of both people. Even though Amal's parents are way better, of course, than Maya's, it's still more conservative. Where girls are not forming very like kind of friendships with boys. So there are more maybe feelings than get into these things. So I think Amal is forming those kind of feelings from Wali, whereas Wali is just treating her as a very good friend. They have a very nice and bond. I love Amal and Wali's bond, but I wanted to stay as friends. But I see that it can't be because she's having feelings. Whereas Wali's and Maya's bond is also more romantic. There have been more intimate moments there. So
what do you think then? What will be the
my thing is there, yes, I didn't want, first of all, cousin thing anyways, but okay, this is Pakistan, it happens. But I think it's a good thing in the story. So for that purpose,
No, I'm talking about, for example, who is gonna get hurt?
Amal,
right?
Yeah, Amal's
Poor
gonna
Amal.
get hurt. Actually, all three of them are gonna get hurt because she is already engaged. Wali still doesn't know that Maya is engaged, so he's gonna feel betrayed. Maya is going to be in trouble because her mother sees that it's already being forced upon her. It's not her fault. Amal is maybe going to feel bad feelings towards Maya because she knows Maya is right now not telling Wali she's engaged.
Poor Maya, actually, in trailer we saw both guys like Wali and Walid were shouting
next episode
at her.
promo. Yeah.
So
but the whole dynamic of the children is very nice. Then also, okay, moving on to the adults, in this episode what happens with the adults is we see more insecurities of Suleiman having with Jahangir. Okay, again we touch upon that. It's very nice. The other thing, we see Dadi being such a like no machine roti maker. She makes such a big, and then I really like how the two sister-in-laws, like the two bahus, are bonding with each other.
By the way, can
Mahur
we
and
find
Hana.
roti maker in here?
Yes, I'm
Turkey?
in
here,
Turkey. It can come with Amazon. I doubt in Turkey because people don't eat roti here.
I will check.
Yeah, so that whole conversation, I found it so nice. I really like how they're blending both the pros and cons of each society and culture. The Western society and in Desi culture, yes, it's more like the family system is stronger. There is more emotional support and all these things. And then in the Western culture, there are also good things. Like, why are we putting a woman slaves in the kitchen? Like, Wali also does this. So he makes pasta for Maya, which was so cute. The whole scene, and Amal is helping him in the kitchen. He says, Maya says, oh, these boys, you think everything your mother does. You are so pampered. She's saying, you are such a brat. And he says, no, I used to make in America. Here, my dadi, she doesn't let me enter. The woman here don't let me enter in the kitchen. They're like, oh, you're a boy, which is very true. Ammas do that with the sons. They're like, no, I will do. You go. Why are you in the kitchen? Hey, stop it. And the daughter, come, wash the dishes, do this, do that.
Pakistan's culture.
Anyway, so I'm saying, so this is a good thing they're bringing from the Western culture. Like, why can't a boy also be in the kitchen? Of course, he should be helping, contributing in the household work. Whereas so I like the blend of, like, not everything is black and white. There's a lot of gray in between. We have to take the good values from there, and we have to leave our old values which are outdated and which are hurting us back. Those are not called traditional values. Those are old, outdated values. People are like, oh, this is tradition, but tradition should be kept, definitely. Yes.
Okay, say.
Okay, now I said
should be
it.
kept, definitely.
Yes, but like we also have to, there has to be a balance going with the times versus like staying in the old times. Okay.
Yeah, no, let's wrap it up.
Yes.
I was gonna say the Parwarish.
That was why you were like, yes. So we are gonna wrap it up. Do we have to add anything?
I mean, we almost every scene actually we almost said the important scenes.
Yeah,
of
the
course.
important part we covered. We covered everything. We told you that Amal basically finds out. So Amal now knows that Wali
Truth.
Wali got admission. Wali doesn't know. So Amal is the one who knows the truth about Maya.
Do you think she's
and
gonna
she
tell?
knows the truth about Wali.
Do you think she's gonna tell or what she's gonna do?
I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, Amal is in a complicated position.
Yeah.
Her best friend and her not crush, the person she's starting to like. Just in the end, I will say they also very nicely showed some of the things, the pressures the kids have, because we see one of the girls' boyfriend try to like harm himself, or maybe he was successful in it because he couldn't get admission into medical school. So the way, so it was pressed upon Wali by both Maya and Amal.
2 times they talked about like
that don't take this for granted.
Yes, be grateful,
respectful,
and like be grateful.
Yeah, and respectful.
And be grateful.
And respectful of this culture. And yeah, so let's move on to...
It was very quick, but okay. Let's move on to the non-logical show, Humraaz.
Oh, I so want to roast this show. Be ready. Miss Banushin, please tell me. Miss Banushin, the writer.
Huh.
What?
What?
Ne?
Huh?
ये क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, कब हुआ, क्यों हुआ, यार, guys, what is this show? I had such high hopes. Only from the first episode, last scene in the first, I was like, wow, this female is going to be complicated. It's going to be happen. She's two-timing, guys. Like, I want to see those things, different, like more females in this kind of roles rather than just being crazy mother-in-laws.
I told this before.
You were right.
This show was not good in the beginning even.
They did a suspense. They made a mystery for 2 minutes. Mashallah.
Yeah.
Who makes you? There are ways you could have done it.
Actually, you were right about that. They shouldn't have revealed the secrets about the Sarah and the other Sarah.
After arrest, maybe.
Yeah, we could have right now thought like, oh, they were but talking, so she was maybe cheating and stuff. We were gonna think like
then
that.
Then she ran with his phone.
Yes.
They could have muted the dialogue. And then in the flashback shown us, okay, it was just a stupid trick, which was very stupid. Still I don't understand. Anyways, a stupid trick, and everything was just a stupid coincidence.
This show had potential actually, but I feel like
the cast, they have
wasted.
Such big actors. They have Aiza Khan, they have Zahid Ahmed, they have Feroz Khan. I mean, I do not understand why you have such a big cast when you're... I really don't know. I know this is still episode number whatever, like 5 episodes have been done so far. So very early on. So there is still, I don't know where they're going to go with this story.
Yeah.
Because just from the confusion of Sarah's, what kind of police inspector are you? Like, you are so bad, like so unprofessional at your job, just because you first of all, you're emotionally involved with the victim. So you shouldn't be taking this case. It should go, it's like a surgeon doing a surgery on his family member. It shouldn't be allowed.
And why are you involving
Feroz Khan in every... They go to the shadi to arrest Sarah. They go with just video and you made a call. You do a whole history. That call was made first time from his phone for 1 second, and that is the call. What about those long, probably he talked to his wife Sarah like 1 hour, 2 hours. What about those calls? One call they see in the record, okay. Oh, we saw her in the footage, okay. There is no motivation. There is no correct identification. There is no murder weapon. Can you really arrest someone like this?
Yeah. You were right about there was another phone calls like so many
Yeah.
times. Why didn't they think also we need to maybe research
Yeah.
do research about these phone calls? And also another thing is also on top of this, we talked about this before also. There were people who was trying to beat
Yeah.
his brother
Faraz.
already, Faraz. So I was gonna say there were the other people also. How can now Feroz Khan, I don't remember. Saim. Saim. So Saim can think, oh, she must have killed, or she is involved with the murder. Like there were other people also. How can you think like this?
First of all, from the very first episode, he had a problem with Sarah. He never knew Sarah. He just knew that this is a girl who is disturbing my brother. I mean, what?
Disturbing
People, are you grown up, man? People have trouble in their relationships. His brother actually loved. I don't know also why the brother. He was so close with his mother and brother. Why didn't he show them ever a picture even?
Yeah.
He was married. He was literally, his wife is now pregnant, or I mean, we think they have shown her to be dead, but we believe that she is alive. Anyways, because she will come later with the son and everything. Anyways, or with the child. So as I was saying, as actually you pointed it out, I do not understand his. First of all, even his own Sarah, Faraz's own Sarah hadn't murdered the guy. Like she wasn't, she's also a victim. So you quickly jump that Sarah betrayed him, and then he's saying to Zahid Ahmed's character, Ahmed, again and again, oh, she played with my brother, now she will play with you. She is do timing you.
It didn't make any
I'm
sense.
like, you
Zero
don't know,
sense.
you are making zero, you are just making assumptions about the girl. You know nothing. And I don't know, this whole Saim character is so off-putting, makes no sense. First his obsession with his brother, then trying to like spy on his brother with briefcase, like whatever that means. Then him having no even shedding a tear at his brother's funeral or anything. I mean, your brother, your life, they've shown him to be so upset.
I guess I just understood it because he needs to be strong there. I feel
and then
like.
he's just smirking around in the shadi. By the way, that
Hey,
shadi.
did you hear me?
Yes, I
What
heard
did I
you.
say?
You said that he is just being a strong boy.
He needs to be strong, yeah.
Okay, I heard you. See,
sometimes, guys, I feel like she's not listening.
I am hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm taking the data, then I'm collecting my own thoughts, and then there is like coding going on. My neurons are firing. It's like, and then the recognition portals and this and that, like the lobes in my parietal lobe and my occipital lobe and all that lobes are working, and the fusiform jar is yes, say.
Nothing. I am not saying anything. Guys, hello, like, bye, goodbye. I will just say.
I will just say. No, say.
No,
What
I
are you
will
gonna
not say anything right now.
No, say.
No.
If we don't have time.
Okay, say you.
No, I was just going to say that one thing I will say, one thing that was redeeming for me in this episode, I know it's a shock that something redeemed me, was Aiza Khan's acting. Her acting was the most like believable to me. She was shocked. She was like, I am not the Sarah, you've got the wrong Sarah. Her like, breaking apart everything, that made more sense to me. The police woman, what's her name? Samia. It's like, what are you doing? You're not doing your job properly. What is Feroz Khan doing lingering there and all? I did not understand. Like, his character is the most annoying. He is the most smirking. Like, you don't know anything. I want to take revenge. First, know what you are taking revenge from. It's so like Fazul to me, and nothing made sense. And that lawyer was the best lawyer. Where is Barrister Burhan when we need him?
Yeah, come from Karzajan.
Yeah, that lawyer was what world's best lawyer? What he said, the most like big lawyer I will call. This was a big lawyer eating biscuits and they were like falling on his shirt. I wanted to be like, uncle, eat properly.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nothing.
No, not say.
No, I'm
say.
Like, no, there is nothing right now. I'm just listening. You just talk. I will be like this. Like,
say, how can we do this? This is Miyaan Biwi Aur TV, not Biwi TV.
I said he was just. I understood in the funeral he was like strong. Maybe because of that there were no tears. But other than that, of course, there are so many things that is not making sense. So what can I say? Like, that's all. I mean, with the show, I don't like.
Only for
need
Aiza
to say
Khan,
anything
good
else.
job. Everyone else, I really don't know. Especially Feroz Khan's like character, Saim, I do not understand. There is no sense of that character for me. And this whole arc, where are they gonna take the story from here? Is like I really don't know.
I don't know.
Very unprofessional, like police work. Very unprofessional, like with all everything and the acting and
Those
the whole
uncles
logic.
were also coming with their chair and like they were
The
sitting
police,
watching like the police
whatever
uncles.
they are called. So yeah, that's all for Humraaz. Let's move on to
Raaja Rani, at least a good show for now. It's like,
Raaja Rani.
yeah, no, it's a good show.
yeah.
I meant, yeah.
This show, what are you feeling about?
I like this show.
You like
Honestly.
this show, yeah.
Raaja Rani, Behrupya, because of Faisal Qureshi, I really like these two shows. Honestly, I'm just saying because I'm of course here. I'm honestly talking like about, for example, if I don't like Dayan, I'm saying that I like really Parwarish is my favorite. I said almost. I mean, Parwarish is like my favorite, but Raaja Rani is also Behrupya is also. But right now we are gonna of course talk about Raaja Rani. I like the show, but
Did you like the whole like so they find Rani's father in the hospital? They go there. That
Yeah.
whole scene with Rani
Yeah.
talking to her dad.
I mean, she also has some right points. Of course, she's also right about some things because she was upset, of course, for
Yeah.
sure. But the father, of course, didn't do good. But also, he wanted to protect his daughters.
Yeah.
So, of course, he wants
He was
to.
desperate.
Who wants to sell like
Their
kidneys,
kidney,
the
yeah.
kidney? So I feel like, of course, he did very much like a big thing. And he got punished about also this because now he understood what did I do, what have I done, like.
Yeah.
So I feel like.
And by the way, for 2 lakhs he wanted to do, and he got the
Yeah,
hospital bill
yeah.
for 1,68,000.
Yeah, so those things were hurtful.
Yeah.
Honestly, hurtful.
Yeah.
Those were sad parts.
For me, this episode, not much happened. We just saw him
Yeah.
in the hospital, and then again them showing they are so poor. They are so poor now. Who's gonna pay this hospital bill? Basically,
But 1 lakh is also expensive, I guess.
yes,
like
it's very
1 lakh.
expensive. True. So they are in like square one kind of place.
Yeah.
Now the kidney is gone and no money came, and now you have to pay money. So like there again, Rani is battling with all these things. She has a flashback, kind of like she hallucinates Raja, and she's like, Raja, where did you go?
Yeah.
People leave with it. They want to make their dreams come true, and then they forget about other people, things like that. So all that, okay, yeah, it was nice. On the other hand, we see Xavier again, his father. Like he's getting himself shaved, and
Yeah.
his father sees him as old Xavier.
Old Xavier, yeah.
Yes, and so the doctor comes, and I knew this. The doctor would say, Xavier's
Yeah,
doctor come,
you
and she's
told this
like,
before.
oh, he shows improvement because he wants to go to the office. He wants a change.
Yeah.
So I think this Rani character, like Rani girl, is very good, positive influence of him. So you should maybe involve her more
Yeah.
in his life. So I knew this was gonna
So
happen.
he offered the job.
He offered the job only after the mother contacted him
Yeah.
for money.
I didn't like mother's conversation on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, hello, I am mother of.
I'm her mother, she
Her
said.
mother, then Rani was the name, right?
Yes.
Rani's mother, yes. So we are in hospital. Yeah, the bill is 1 lakh. Like,
Yeah.
it was so in the
Abrupt.
direct and
There should have been more kind of humble humility.
like I'm so sorry for like disturbing you.
Thank you that you paid our debt.
Yeah.
We are in a very bad situation. We wouldn't have called you if this was an emergency.
Yes. So they just called
Yeah,
to.
it was very
Yeah.
like, I understand. Like, first of all, it wasn't like there's a hospital bill. They are not running away. So there is no life and death. The husband is fine. You know, if it was operation and the doctor said, no, only after you pay the bill.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe you can directly do the point. You can go to the thing. But right now, you just like have to pay
I
the
was
bill.
just curious in Pakistan, how is it working? For example, what if you cannot pay? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. God forbid, I've not been in the position, but I don't know.
Are they gonna like do what? Like, okay, you will stay in the
maybe
hospital.
arrest you or something?
The father
The one
or the
whoever.
family, someone like
Someone,
who is
I
gonna?
guess. I don't know what happens. Like, you can run away, but then they will, of course, inform the authorities
Yeah.
because it's illegal. Then, of course, it has to be something like where the police will come in. So, anyway, so yeah, I also didn't like the mother's tone with the dad, with Xavier's father. On the other hand, also one other thing that I didn't like was the scene between the uncle and auntie, Xavier's uncle and auntie, his chachu and chachi. They were like doing yoga. First of all, I didn't like the direction in that that the directress Amin Iqbal, the camera work I didn't like. It was just this. There should have been a back shot of them too. We are watching them sitting in the garden like something. It was very boring to see that. And again, some of the dialogues, which the story is written by, actually the dialogues are also by Amin Iqbal. The story is, the writer is Sana Zafar, but dialogues are by Amin Iqbal. I will just say that the dialogues, some of the metaphors they use, she said that अगर कोई बेवकूफ़ आदमी जगह बना भी ले उस शख्स का जो कि लैडर पे खड़ा है लेकिन वो उसकी जगह नहीं ले सकता. I just don't understand these.
बेवकूफ सीढ़ी के ऊपर खड़े शख्स के दिल में तो जगह बना सकता लेकिन सीढ़ी कभी नहीं चढ़ सकता.
Metaphors, they have done this 4 times or something already. We pointed this out. So some of the metaphors in this show are very off. Other than that, one big thing we learned that Xavier had been betrayed. That's why he got this trauma. The doctor says that this betrayal has left trauma on him.
I can't really say, but जिस तरह वो उसे अपनी फ्रेंड कहता है और जो अट्रैक्शन और अटैचमेंट शो कर रहा है, I mean, उसके अंदर अभी भी उसके सबकॉन्शियस में वो धोखा ताजा है, अभी भी ट्रिगर हो सकता है, बट इट्स क्वाइट पॉसिबल.
कैसे हो सकता है? वो तो 8 साल के बच्चे की तरह सोचता है.
We learned.
Yes, so we learned this. So we know now that the father will say, okay, our daughter will work for you, I guess, for Xavier. The father said, I want her to take care of Xavier. So let's wrap it up. Yes, we are running out of time. Let's move on to our
word of the day.
Today's word is, like I said, betrayal, which is in Urdu bewafai. The Turkish word is
Bewafai. In Turkish, it is ihanet. IHANET. But we will be writing, so I don't need to do that.
Guys, please show us some love, especially to our older videos. Not to especially, just to our older videos, to our new videos, because like, you know, we are a new channel. See you, bye bye.
See you, bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Like,
share,
subscribe.
This is so girly.
No, it isn't.